it's application time. So go grab your smart device, whether you use an Android or you use an Apple. My iPhone is a 4S. Before we can download the application, you will need either a QR reader, a barcode reader, and the two that you can see on the screen on the bottom left hand side are either the QR reader or QRafter. They're the two that I would definitely recommend. You can access QR readers through either Google Play or through the App Store. The QR readers that I've already downloaded, and the one that I'm going to use is the QR reader on the left hand side. Let's launch that. If you grab your earband packaging, you'll find on either side a QR code. Scan which is appropriate for you. Give it a minute. Once you see this screen, hit install. Hit the home button and you'll come to the home screen. You'll find that the app is installing in the background. So let's give that a few minutes and let that download. Okay, awesome. Now that we've had a successful app download, let's launch the app. We're going to hit Trust. From this point onwards, it's pretty self-explanatory, but let's go in and personalize our app. Go ahead and select your gender, put in your date of birth, your height, your weight. With your stride, let's just keep that as a default for now. Okay, great. Now that you've entered all your personal data, it's time to move on. Hit next. The default for your steps is set at 10,000 and currently it's in miles, but we'll change that shortly. If you're someone who moves around quite a lot, it'd be a great opportunity for you to increase your steps just by tabbing on where the red line is. By sliding to the left or to the right, you'll be able to increase or decrease the amount of steps that you'd like to achieve for the day. Hit the done button and it's found it. Chances are if you have not found or located an E-band, then it's two reasons. Your Bluetooth is not enabled on your device, or two, the E-band is not within range or not powered on. So please check that now. Just tap on it and it will connect. In the top right hand corner where the green bar is just underneath your battery, you'll find that there's an X through the band. Watch the Bluetooth icon, it will flash and it will pair. You'll know you've had a successful pair when the icon in the green bar just underneath the battery turns into the color of your band. Take a moment and observe that there's a massive display. That's a general display with pedometer and sleep across the top. They are two buttons that will toggle between the tabs. But just above them in that green bar, on the opposite side of where the band is, you'll find that there's a circle on the left hand side. that is a pull down menu. That pull down menu is the driving force and the settings that we'll jump into in a second and make some alterations. So let's do that now. Hit the General tab. This is where we'll change the imperial to the metric. Once you've selected metric, hit OK. While we've been setting up our application, the data has been streaming in the background. This has occurred because prior to me recording this tutorial, I was wearing my E-band. Check that out. Let's keep moving. If we go down to the pull down menu once again and go into general settings, let's go into languages. You'll discover that there's 8 different languages: Spanish, Portuguese, Polish, Italian, French, English. I'm gathering that's Chinese and one other Asian. I'm not sure. We'll keep ours as a default of English. If you haven't noticed by now that the display on your E-band is consistently off, this has been designed to conserve the battery life and keep the battery for more important things like the tracking of your activity and sleep patterns. However, if you push the multi-touch button on the right hand side of the E-band, the display will power on. We can modify this to either be a 10, 20 or 30 second display. To do that is quite simple. Let's go back into our E-band app. Let's go down to the pull down menu, go down to settings, go into general. You'll find that you can set the display time setting to 10, 20 or 30 seconds. We recommend that you keep it at 10 seconds. Moving right along, it's time to move into some of our reminder settings. If you sit for prolonged periods of time, I mean if you're in an office or you're at a desk job or you don't move around quite a lot, these reminder settings are very powerful. The sedentary reminder setting, it can be set for either 30 minutes, 60 minutes or 90 minutes. I like to personally keep my setting at 30 minutes. If the E-band does not detect any physical movement or any steps, what will happen is after 30 minutes the E-band will vibrate and it will display a man sitting down. That will indicate and alert you to get up and move around. Okay, I'm going to keep mine for 30 minutes and I'm going to hit done. Moving on to Call Reminder. Call Reminder is a great feature if you are working in an environment where you need both hands and you can't access your phone, or you're working in an environment where they just don't allow you to have your phone on you. The great thing about having your device paired to your E-band is the fact that once someone calls, it will ring and it will display the name of the person that's calling. So it's a really powerful reminder. However, keep in mind, if you have your phone consistently paired to your E-band via Bluetooth, this will deplete the battery life of your E-band. Let's talk about the anti-loss reminder. The anti-loss reminder is a great feature that's built into the application, which takes advantage of the Bluetooth connection that the application has with your E-band. The great thing about having this feature is this is specifically designed for people who require their phone to be around them but not physically on them. This feature is designed that the moment the application loses its connection via Bluetooth within a 10-meter range, your E-band will vibrate around your hand, informing you that you've just lost connection and your phone has gone missing. If you're anything like me and you have a memory like a sieve, then you're going to love the alarm settings that's available in the application. You have the option of setting 3 different alarms. Once set in the application and you sync your device, it will automatically send that data across and your alarms will be set according to that. You can change them, modify them as many times as you like. Every time you sync your device with your E-band, that data will update. Well, that pretty much concludes a basic tutorial on getting you familiarized with your E-band and the E-band application. I am going to suggest something though. Over the next 7 to 14 days, there's a section of the application called Trends. I'm not going to cover that today. I will suggest though you pair your device twice a day. Once in the morning to transfer your sleep data and once in the evening to transfer your activity data. Over the next 7 to 14 days, the E-band and the app will start compiling an incredible amount of data about your lifestyle, the amount of sleep you get and the amount of activity you get. Once the 7 to 14 day period's over, you will have another video which will help you track and read your data. Before I leave you, under the green bar that says today, you'll see there are 2 tabs. You can toggle between the two to have a look at both your sleep data and your pedometer data. Just to wrap up, there's one very important tip that I need to keep you posted on, and that is with the e-band itself, the bracelet. To activate and switch the band from being in sleep mode and pedometer and activity mode, you will need to use the multi-touch button and toggle until you see the man sitting up in bed. To activate the man in sleep mode, you will need to push and hold the button for 1 second. The band will vibrate and you will see him laying down in bed. That's when you will know that the band is in sleep mode. That's why I suggest you pair your device once at night and once in the morning. Once you wake up in the morning, toggle through the multi-touch button until you get to the man sleeping in bed. Push and hold the multi-touch button for 1.5 seconds and he will sit up in bed. You will automatically switch from being in sleep mode to pedometer, and all the other features will come into full swing. I would suggest you sync your data in the morning and once at night, and keep track of it, and will develop a habit. So now I can say congratulations. I hope you have found incredible value in helping you set up your e-band and application, and now you're up and running. Stay tuned for upcoming more tutorials over the next couple of weeks to help you analyze your data. I'm Michael. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.